Maya managed a team of 24 people at her company. She approved budgets, led strategy meetings, and made decisions that shaped entire projects. But at this dinner table, one comment about her cooking made her want to scream. She didn't scream. Instead, she stared at her plate. The roast lamb sat there, half-eaten. Elena, her mother-in-law, had just said the meat was dry. It wasn't a question. It was a statement. Maya's hand tightened around her fork until her knuckles turned white. Her husband suddenly found the breadbasket very interesting. He picked up a roll and examined it closely, refusing to look up. He knew what was coming. Maya thought about her week. On Monday, she had walked into a boardroom and silenced a room full of executives with just one look. She had corrected a director's mistake without blinking. Her colleagues called her Iron Maya. She was strong. She was in control. At work, her voice mattered. But here, in this dining room with the floral wallpaper, she felt like a child again. It happened every other Sunday. She would drive 40 minutes to get here, checking her lipstick in the rearview mirror, trying to look perfect. But the moment she walked through Elena's door, her confidence vanished. Elena would look at her shoes, then her hair, then the food she brought. It was a silent inspection, and Maya always felt like she failed. The pattern was always the same. Elena would make a small comment, something about the salt or the way Maya dressed, and Maya would fall into the trap. She would start explaining. She would say she was busy at work. She would apologize. Her voice would get high and fast. She would talk and talk, trying to prove she was good enough. And Elena would just smile, that cold, polite smile, watching Maya unravel. Maya remembered the advice she got. Her husband told her to ignore it. Her sister told her to fight back. Her therapist told her to set boundaries. But none of them told her how to do it when the person attacking you is smiling and offering you dessert. Tonight was supposed to be different. Maya had cooked this lamb for 3 hours. She used fresh rosemary and expensive olive oil. She was proud of it. When she put the platter on the table, she felt good. She thought this time, Elena would have nothing to say. But Elena took one bite, chewed slowly, and put her fork down. She looked at Maya and said the flavor was interesting, but the texture was tough. Then she compared it to a neighbor's cooking, a neighbor she didn't even like. The table went silent. Maya felt the heat rise in her face. Her heart beat faster. She opened her mouth to defend herself. She wanted to say she followed the recipe perfectly. She wanted to explain. But she stopped. The words stayed trapped behind her teeth. Her fingers uncurled beneath the table. She placed her hands flat on the tablecloth, feeling the cool fabric under her palms. Something in her chest shifted. It wasn't anger anymore. It was a decision. Elena watched her, waiting. She tilted her head, expecting the usual performance. She expected Maya to apologize, to laugh nervously, to explain why she was so busy. She reached for her wine glass, eyebrows raised, ready to dissect whatever excuse Maya offered next. Maya picked up her fork. She cut a piece of the roast, placed it in her mouth, and chewed. Calmly, deliberately. She didn't look down. She didn't look away. She let the silence fill the room. 5 seconds passed, then 10. She swallowed, took a sip of water, and looked directly at Elena. Not with anger, not with defiance, with stillness. The room changed. Her husband looked up from his bread for the first time, his knife frozen in midair. Elena's smile flickered like a candle in a draft. She adjusted her napkin. She straightened her fork. She looked down at her own plate and moved a piece of broccoli from one side to the other. She realized her weapon had missed. Elena cleared her throat. She mentioned something about the weather forecast for the weekend. Her voice was too bright, too cheerful. She asked her son about the neighbor's renovation, trying to fill the quiet space Maya refused to occupy. The conversation drifted to safe, boring topics. Maya said nothing about the food for the rest of the meal. She ate quietly. She nodded when she needed to. She helped clear the dishes without rushing or shrinking. Her movements felt heavy and real. She loaded the dishwasher with the same calm precision she used in her office. For the first time, the iron Maya from work and the Maya at home felt like the same woman. On the drive home, her husband broke the silence. He said his mother seemed unusually quiet after the comment about the roast. He said it carefully, testing the waters. Maya kept her eyes on the road and simply agreed. She didn't explain. She didn't vent. She didn't cry. He asked if she was okay. She told him she was fine. And she meant it. She said she had spent 5 years trying to earn approval from someone who would never give it. She said it without bitterness, the way someone describes a solved math problem. The next month, another family dinner arrived. Elena served her signature dessert and commented, with the same thin smile, that Maya looked tired. The old Maya would have listed every reason she was managing just fine. The new Maya took a bite of the dessert, looked at Elena, and told her it was delicious. Elena blinked. The compliment landed where a defense was expected. There was nothing to push against. She stammered a quiet thank you and turned to pour more coffee. Maya's husband stared at his wife with new respect. Across the table, Maya reached for her cup with steady hands and took a long, unhurried sip. She realized the war was over, not because she had won it, but because she had stopped fighting.